It's Saturday, which means we got brand new legends in the game, but there's a lot more going on in MUT 26 right now, revolving the most feared promo that you need to know about it. Of course, we're going to talk about it all. Let's jump on into it. Yo! What's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger, and we are back again with another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. It's Saturday, so we're going to be going over the brand new legends, but EA made a really big change to the head-to-head, but more importantly, the CPU event for the most feared promo that might be leaving you, including myself, a little bit confused. So I'm going to try to explain it and break it down the best I can. They basically separated the two events into two different tabs. I don't really think it was necessary to do this. They may have had the reasons. I don't really get it. The head-to-head game mode remains unchanged, and I did break this down in my last episode of No Money Spent yesterday. So if you don't know how this works or if you should be grinding it, I would definitely go back and watch that video. But the real quick explanation, the head-to-head event to me is not worth it from a I need candy standpoint. If you like playing competitively, you like playing online, it's going to be fun to play for you, but you're also going to have to sweat. And the time spent, the effort put into this game mode is not as rewarding as the versus CPU event. So when you're in the first tier, which I'm at right now, you got to go 4-0 to get up to the next tier, which is going to be the courtyard. The rewards then get a lot better, but in order to not get demoted down to the first tier again, if you're in courtyard, you have to at least win your first game. If you can go 4-0 in courtyard, then you move up to the inner keep. And if you go 4-0 to the inner keep, then you go to the throne room. But if you lose your first game in any of these levels, you get demoted to the one that's prior to that. And if you lose your first game once you get to courtyard and go back down to the outer wall, you have to win 4 games in a row just to get up here. And winning 4 games online is probably going to take an hour and a half on average. If you win 4 in a row, you get 120 candy. That's not a lot of reward for the time spent and the sweat that you're probably going through. So if you want to make candy and you don't mind playing against the computer, the versus CPU game mode, it can be a little agitating here and there, but it's far more rewarding for the time that you're spending. Now, with these two separate tabs, EA made it a lot more confusing because you have all of these options available. Basically, the easiest way to figure this out is you need a key to get into one of these game modes. You can see the rules to the right there. These two have the same rules. Then there's, this one gives you points for tackles for loss. This one gives you points for getting first downs. This one gives you points for big plays on offense. They all kind of vary. The computer in itself isn't really difficult, but there's other ones out there where like you can't adjust on defense. There's ones where you fumble a lot. So some of them can get a little bit tricky, but you have to go to your binder and see which key that you have and look for the street number specifically because it's all Shadowbrook Circle. So for me, I have the key for 133 Shadowbrook Circle. This is the only one that I can play right now. If I try to go into 172, it's going to look in my binder and say, you don't have this item. You got to go back. So I do have the 133. It'll show that I have it in my binder. I can now enter this event. Once I enter this event, if you take a look at the rewards, which sometimes you're going to have to go to this tab 2 separate times just to see it, but if I win 3 games against the computer, I get 70 candy, not really rewarding there, but then I get a Grim Howl Lane key pack, and then you're going to have a ton of Grim Howl Lane street numbers, and whatever number you get allows you to enter that event. So I feel like they made it a little more complicated than it needed to be, but just know you get the key for the street number. Once you get into that event, you win 3 games against the computer with whatever set of house rules you end up getting, and the rewards get better as it goes up. There's a few of them that are a little bit more tricky than others, but for the most part, this is definitely the easiest and best way to earn candy without spending any money. So now for today's legend content. I know a lot of you watching this video already know this, but there's a lot of people coming to MUT right now because of the most feared promo. So we have a brand new audience. If you're watching one of my videos for the first time, thank you. Make sure you subscribe and click that thumbs up. Weekly Spotlight program consists of 3 different promos. On Saturdays, we got legends like today, Monday Collector Series, and Wednesday we have Team of the Week. Each of those promos have solo challenges, and you want to play through those solos on a weekly basis because doing so will earn you milestone stars, and those stars are going to give you weekly Spotlight tokens. You can also find weekly Spotlight tokens in the weekly Spotlight Field Pass by knocking out objectives and playing through solos. That's going to give you XP within this Field Pass, and the rewards in here are going to be coins, Spotlight tokens, and then packs They give you 2 spotlight tokens. The goal here is to get to 25 of these because you can trade them in for a free legend, free collector series, or free team of the week champion of your choice. And we're now up to 90 overall. So you can get free 90 overall players just by grinding these objectives and solos and earning the tokens. And these do reset every Wednesday, so pay attention to the objectives. If you don't get these done by like Tuesday night, you're going to miss out on XP that could prevent you from finishing the field pass or getting the majority of the rewards. But with the new legends that came out today, if you get 25 tokens, you can get one or both of them for free right now if you want. So head on over to item sets, use your legend filter, and the set for the tokens specifically that you're going to look for did update because this is the first week that we have 90 overall non-LTD legends. You're looking for the 88 to 90 overall fantasy pack. You put the 25 tokens in there. You can see I currently have 82 of them. It's never a terrible idea to hang on to them and wait for players that might meet your theme team. And every Saturday, including today, later this afternoon, I do put out a video on the very best players to redeem these tokens on. So if you want to wait for that video every Saturday afternoon, no problem at all. But if you redeem that set, that's going to include the 290 overall legends that came out today, and then all of the 88s and 89s. If you want one of the 90s without the tokens, the set requirements are 5 87 overall legend players. You put those into the set. In return, you're going to get a fantasy pack that has the 290s that came out today. And next Saturday, a week from today, we'll have more 90s and so forth. We're probably about 3 weeks away from an overall increase, jumping us up to 91 overall champions and 92 overall LTDs. As far as the cards that came out today, Gal Sayers is the LTD. LTDs are overly expensive. They have been pretty much all year outside of the pregame access promo, which was the very first promo of the year. Very good card, 90 speed, 91 break tackle, 93 change of direction, 93 juke move, but it just comes down to the price. It's not going to be worth it unless you have a lot of coin, you're really good at the game, you spend a lot of money. This card's not for most of the audience that I have right now. It's not for me as well. The champions, on the other hand, we have one Snell at quarterback and then a pretty good pass rusher in Jason Taylor. This one, to me, if you need pass rush, is probably going to be worth the tokens. 86 speed, 89 acceleration, 93 finesse moves, really good. 86 block shed is really good as well. The only thing he does lack is power move. But here's the question that's about to be answered. I don't know if he has it or not, but let's find out together. Does he get double or nothing? He does. So this is the best ability right now in the game to get pass rush. So again, if you need a good pass rush and you can afford the 3 ability points on defense, put double or nothing on this card. I definitely think he's worth it. I might even add him to my team today. The other champion is going to be Kurt Warner. 74 speed at quarterback for me is just way too slow. Even the throw power isn't over 90. Of course, you can boost that up with attributes or with chemistry, with strategy items. I got it right the third time there. Accuracies are really good, 90 plus everywhere as far as abilities go. He is going to give you Threat Detector and Master Tactician. I don't think either of those abilities are really needed at this point. He does get Pocket Deadeye, which is a really good ability. He gets QB Playmaker, but overall, just way too slow in my opinion. So unless you want this card because he fits your theme team, I would stay away from that one. But Jason Taylor is a really good card if you need him. Finally, we have pack offers because the cards aren't amazing and must-have. Again, I like the Jason Taylor, but he's not a must-have card. I would not be spending any money today. I don't even know what the pack offers look like. I mean, I'm looking at them right now, but I haven't gone through them. But all I see is a $50 bundle and a $100 bundle. And these cards and most cards in the game this early in the year are not worth $50 or $100 bundles. So I would stay away. You do have a cheaper bundle here, which is going to give you a 49% chance at an 85 and then a 7.8% chance at an 87. Again, not worth it to me. You look at this same price point. If you were going to spend $15 on this pack, you're better off spending $10 on the Most Feared Premium Field Pass, where you're going to be far more rewarded off of that than this one singular pack. So I'm not spending any money today, and I really don't think you should as either. Outside of that, I don't really see anything else new in the store. So today should be a grind day. Play the CPU event for candy. If you want to play the head-to-head event for candy, you can do that. It's really just not worth the time versus what you're spending on it there for the rewards that you're given, unless you like to play competitively like I ranted on in the beginning of the video. But I would be staying out of the store today. Check the auction house for cards. Cards might get a little bit cheaper. 87 seem to be up in price. So if you have any of those sitting in your binder, you can turn those into some coin right now. But overall, Jason Taylor's good. Gale Sayers way too expensive, Kurt Warner way too slow, and the pack offers to me are not worth the money, and absolutely do not spend any coins on packs unless you have lots of millions of coins. If you're no money spent, if you're under like 10 million, you should not be spending coins on packs. And that's all I got for today. Be on the lookout for the weekly Spotlight Token video later this afternoon. And thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.